and that is obviously the return
Do we have
leg.
to?
I know, I'm not really feeling it, to be honest, but, it is what it is. It's good therapy to get it out. But we do play, obviously, Chelsea on Wednesday, currently losing 2-0, which is fabulous. But, Estelle, I'll come to you. Now, I know you're the tactics man, so I'm going to come to you and say, what on earth do we need to do to be able to turn this tie around?
Attack Chelsea. Go at them. Don't sit back. Don't play free in the holding mid role. Don't play a right back in the left back role. Don't play three players across the top when you haven't got enough midfielders to get the ball to them, and dominate the midfield. I'd go 4 at the back, 5 in the middle, 1 up top, or 3-5-2, wherever you want. But this thought of only having 2 in the middle against Chelsea that played with 3, and then Hakim Ziyech out wide, every time he got it, he inverted inwards. So they effectively had 4 in the middle against our 2, and then we're wondering, why can't we get on the ball? Why can't we get the ball to Kane, Son, and more? They absolutely dicked on us in that midfield. They bossed the game. And let's not forget, they're a better team than us. They've got better players. They play a much better style of football than us. They're 3rd in the league. They're in the Champions League. They're in the Carabao Cup semi-final. They're a top side. Hate them as much as we do. They're a good team. And they've spent a lot of money on a lot of top players. Not all of them have done well, but quite a few are doing well. So you've got to play your strongest team against Chelsea. This Doherty business is a madness. Absolute madness.
Honestly, that name Doherty drives me up the wall. Like, I don't understand it. And like you said, Chelsea didn't really have to do anything in that first leg because we literally gifted them the goals anyway. I mean, Luke, what do you honestly make of... I know we spoke about Tanganga a little bit, and I don't like hating on Tanganga because, like we said, when he played Liverpool those many moons ago, he was class. I just don't know what went through his head against Chelsea. What do you think?
I think he made a mistake early doors, right? He made a sloppy pass out to Emerson, and that was the first one, right? That was the first error. Once that happens, a player like him, his age, and the lack of experience, I think his head went a little bit. Again, the second one, it's a freak accident. I heard lots of chat between who was on Sky Sports, Michael Dawson and Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole saying he chested it down and clear the ball. Bullshit. Sorry. And I never know if this is a family show or not. So anyway,
nah, just go for it.
And then Michael
Hollie,
Dawson
family
saying,
show.
saying head it clear. So I think that it's a freak accident that happens. Ricochets off Ben Davis, ends up in the back of the net. What do we need to do? Well, first of all, I was going to ask this question, actually. I was really upset with the front 3 in how narrow they'd set out. Seems though how Chelsea do play with wing-backs as well. The front 2 of Son and Moura were playing really narrow, in my opinion, in that final third. Every time they cleared it from the back, they were 2-on-1 against Emerson and Doherty.
That's how they're supposed to play. The front 3 is supposed to be narrow. They're not supposed to be out wide.
But then when you get it done every single time, it was obvious from...
Done where?
Done by their wing backs, who was playing Alonso and...
Yeah, that's because the holding mids weren't going out wide to put a protective front in front of our wing back. Because the holding mids were being pulled out of shape because Chelsea had 4 midfielders. So when teams come down the wing, and whether it's a counter attack or because that's the space they found, you want your holding mid to go out wide, to stop them first, and then the other holding mid shifts across to the middle. But they couldn't always make that left and right shift across to stop the wing backs of Chelsea because there was so many midfielders. There was other midfielders they were having to deal with, and they're being pulled out of shape. Yeah. And this is what I mean about you can't play Chelsea and go 2 midfielders up against 4. It was nuts, and they just dominated us. We were getting pulled out of shape. That's how they found all the space. Did you see that moment where it was ridiculous, where the ball got to Timo Werner on the penalty spot unmarked, and thank God he's absolutely useless. And he tried to chip Lloris, but that all comes from the midfield losing complete control of the game. And then our defence don't know what to do, so they get split. And that was insane. Like that is like under-8s football. That
it was
leave the man up top. Leave the man up top. Don't worry about offside and just kick it to him. That's what it was like.
But let's not take it away from Ziyech's pass for that. That was incredible.
He's a good player.
That non-assist now it will forever be forgotten. But a hell of a ball to Timo Werner couldn't finish his dinner.
If Timo Werner scored that, the remote was going through the telly. Honestly, there was no way I was witnessing Timo Werner scoring against us. No way in hell. But no, it'd be like you say, we've really got to go to town on them, I think, because like you said, there's no way we can set up like that again. I mean, still, I know you're the coach. I want to come to you. I know you've already kind of said the kind of formation we need to play and that we need to attack them. Who's kind of is your midfield? Who is the main man, Winksy, in there, or are you gonna drop him out for this one?
I would go honestly, Hollie. If I was going to this game, assuming Dyer's back, because if Dyer's not back, then I wouldn't go to a back three. But let's say Dyer is back, I'd go to a back three, and I'd just stick to what has worked for us up until now. So Davies, Dyer, Sanchez. Just it's worked. They've got an understanding. They communicate, and then I'd play the best wing backs I've got, whether that's Reggie and Emerson or Hill and Reggie, whatever it is. Play them. One holding mid, because we're 2-0 down. I played one holding mid, and I drop Højbjerg, and I just play Skip, because I think Skip brings more to more to Spurs. And I play two attacking mids, whether it's Mora and Lo Celso, or it's going to have to be Mora and Lo Celso. We've got no one else, have we? Attacking mid role. Bergwijn maybe, I don't know. Can Bergwijn go into the middle? And then I'd play with one striker, Harry Kane. So I've got my 3 in the middle. I've got 2 wide, so that's 5 in the middle. I've got 1 up top, and I just say, right, go at them. Just go at them. And if we win it, we win it. If not, at least we go down fighting. But anything else, I think we're just going to invite Chelsea to come and, again, dominate us at our home ground. But if Dyer's not fit, I would not go to a back three, because I don't think they can do it. I can't believe I'm saying it. We depend on Dyer for a back three. It's crazy that I'm saying this. But if he's not in that back three, we don't look too great.
It's mad how times have changed, isn't it? The fact that we are seriously saying Dyer is the glue to that back three now. It's a madness. I mean, Luke, what are you kind of hoping? Are you kind of hoping for the same kind of thing? I know we all want to go for attack, because like you said, the best form of defence is attack. We haven't really seemed to be able to kind of fathom that at the moment. But how are you feeling? Is that the kind of formation players you want to see in that formation as well?
Oh, sorry, guys. My apologies. Faz is right. I did miss out a player. He's right. Beg your pardon, Faz. I'd play another one up top. Play 2 up top. Sorry, Faz. He's right. Well done for calling me out.
I think now what I think we should do, and what will probably end up happening, will again be down to the players' attitude. But they have to go and attack, and they have to go and say, as Stel said, do you know what? Whatever happens, happens. But we have to press them hard. We have to win the ball back, and we have to attack. Because if we go out to one of these dreary performances, a 0-0 draw, or lose 1-0 and show no effort, no passion, no determination, and we go out, what is the point? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
I need that same attitude as when we were losing to Ajax. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to always bring that up, but that's one that always springs to mind, you know, where we need to score. And the players knew they had to push and they had to fight. The worst thing for me, and I must have said it 50 times, I don't care that much if we lose, which sounds stupid, right? But if we lose fighting. But if we lose with no effort, no passion, and a boring-ass performance, then I just can't stand it being a Spurs fan when that happens. And we seem to, probably not the only club that does it, but we seem to do it and a lot, and it does my head in.
It does infuriate me. Just play with. I mean, Graham would say it all the time. He'd go through walls, you know, to wear the Tottenham shirt. I don't think many players. Okay, we've seen a few now under Conte, the likes of my man Harry Winks, but we don't see many players that are willing to do that. And I think Wednesday's the day they really need to show that.
It's a chance for the Spurs players to get to a 1-game shootout in a cup final with Antonio Conte as your manager. They didn't get that under Jose Mourinho. You know, as much as people didn't like Jose Mourinho, in a 1-game shootout at that time, he was your man that could probably unlock what he needs to unlock. So they didn't get that, and I think they deserve well, maybe they don't deserve it, but I would like to see what they could do in a one-game winner-takes-all match. But whether they will show that, I just don't know.
Do you know the positive, if there is one, is that we are still in the tie. If we score first, it really is massively game on, and the home crowd will be so up for it. Wednesday night at the Lane, come on, it's going to be fire. But the worst thing that could possibly happen is the fans are cheering. There's a big roar at kickoff. Yeah. Everyone's charged up for it, and first 10 minutes Chelsea score, it's done. It will just kill that. The whole game will be dead. So if we don't concede to them early and we score a goal and we make it 2-1, I tell you what, it could be a cracker. It could be. But
yeah, I agree with you. I think that 10 minutes is key. If we just keep the ball and pass the ball slow and backwards, it's just going to kill the atmosphere as well, isn't it?
We need everything to go for us. Dodgy refereeing decisions, VAR, ascending up. We just need it all to just drop for us, don't we?
We do.
The last minute disallowed goal again. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Exactly. Spot on.
Oh dear. I mean, I don't actually know, because obviously I'm really confused with the away goal system. Obviously they scrapped it in Europe, but does anybody know if that's...
No,
they scrapped it.
They scrapped it here as well.
Yeah.
I also think it's straight to penalties as well.
Straight to pens.
I think so, yeah.
Oh dear. Well, hopefully, I mean, I won't go around for score predictions because, I don't like tempting fate, as I am a jinxer at most things when I give score predictions. Unless you two want to give your score predictions, and then, feel happy when you get it right. It's up to you guys. Stel, you feeling it?
I'm like you. Listen, I'll give you one, but I always get them wrong.
There's not many you can go for, is there? Unless you go for a Spurs loss.
Do you know what? I've just got this feeling it's going to go to penalties, but I don't know if we're going to win. Maybe Chelsea will win it and get payback because we knocked them out on penalties last year in this cup. Lamella didn't he? Lamella scored in the 86th minute or something and took it to penalties. Yeah. But I've just got this feeling it's going to penalties. And listen, I'll take that because at the moment we're going out, so I'll probably take that. But I don't know. I've just got penalties on. I've just got that vibe. Let's see. I don't know.
I was going to say
3-1 to Spurs and penalties. That'd be mental.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for. 3-1.
Alexander's not feeling too happy. If we go to pens, I mean, I'm glad I'm not going. Otherwise, I won't get home until God knows what time. But go on, are you going for the same as well, Luke?
Yeah, that was before you said that. That's what was in my head. 3-1.
Oh,
I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet.
No way.
Otherwise, I was going to go 2-0.
No. Yeah, I don't. It's whether we can score. It's whether we can score enough goals. That's the problem. Because we don't really score a lot of goals in games. We score. But when you were at home, there's a different vibe at home. We're different at home. There's something there. There's a better attitude of we can still get the result. There is a better attitude about us at home. That's why I'm thinking maybe we can score 3 then. I don't know, Luke. You got me thinking now. 3-1, 2-0. Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed we are still in the cup, and obviously we have got Arsenal as well. I won't do a game review for that as well because it's too much for my brain to fathom, but we have got them as well on Sunday, so we're up for a let's hope a good week, shall we?
Could be one hell of a week, couldn't it? Or it could be very ahead in the stands, ostrich style.
I'll need a lot of gin otherwise come Monday next week if that's the case, but